What's popping today, Jis? I hope you had a beautiful Christmas with your family and soon a very good end of the year. Today I want to share very quick this free tool that it's amazing. Like, I'm used to only test and trade XAUUSD, but now that I'm optimizing for numerous free EAs I find in the MCOL market, I found the necessity to download the entire history of every pair instead of only XAUUSD. So the typical way I do it is I go to Tools, History Center, and here I look for metals and then XAUUSD. It can be different, maybe sometimes in commodities or Forex, but usually I only go for XAUUSD. I download the data per the pair and then a specific time frame. My EA is not time frame sensitive, so I usually just download the 15 minutes. And also for an average optimization or the initial phase of any EA optimization, I use 15 minutes. So in this case, that's the one that I will be downloading. So you just click OK, blah, 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 and it will start downloading. But then if you need to do it for every pair, this is a process that is very, very slow, and it's not as smooth as I would want it, because sometimes I need to download this multiple times. That's why I always use two different charts. In this case, as you can see, I'm testing free EA that I found in FOREX Factory. So I'm trying to optimize it for XAUUSD. But if it's not working with XAUUSD, it doesn't mean the EA is bad. I need to then move to another asset. The developer uses FOREX majors like EURUSD and GBPUSD, so it's natural that it's not giving the best results with gold, but I always start with gold since it's the one that I have the most data and experience, so it reduces the testing times and the understanding of any EA. So how we're gonna fix this? How are we gonna download every pair that our broker offers and all the data that our broker offers? Here we have this tool that is called MT4 History Loader. So we have here a quick breakdown and the link. So the MT4 History Loader, the quick breakdown will be the developer name is Alain Berlain or Berlayen. Sorry if I misspelled it, mispronounced, sorry. The version we will be running is the 1.12. So what basically it does, it automates the downloading of historical data for all symbols and timeframes from your broker server. So if your broker is offering 99% ticks, and for all the symbols like Forex pairs, commodities, indices, crypto, blah blah, it will download everything. It, as mentioned, saves time by avoiding doing the process manual as I just showed. It can take too many time and it might not be efficient, so always use algos or scripts. In this case, I think it's a script, not a code itself. Both are codes, but you understand, one is an algo or an EA, and this will be a script, I think. Then how it works, you just drop the EA on there. Okay, that's the part that maybe it's taken as an EA, but it's a script, because I think I read something about the let's check, because it's under the utility zone, so it's not under the expert advisors. That's why I also think it's a script. Max, sorry. No, okay, it's an EA, so this it can be passed as a EA in the utility zone, so that's good to know. So the process will be as any EA, just drop it on the chart, choose the symbols and timeframes you want to download, and then it will do it everything for you. So the notes, data download depends on your broker's available historical data. Adjust the MT4 settings. This is per the developer. They say max bars in history and max bars in chart. Higher value fetch more data, but you can reduce platform performance. So pretty much this what means is the more data you download and the more time frames, the higher space it will take in your PC. So that's also another issue I'm having. That's why I set up multiple virtual machines sometimes, to have one for testing and one for downloading ticks, because testing will generate history, but ticks will generate data, so that both data can be heavy at one point, but you cannot delete the one from from the pairs or the history you're downloading for the pairs, but you can delete the history the EA is creating during the test. So best for preparing data for indicators or multi-symbol, multi-timeframe EAs, fully automates the process, saving hours of manual setup. Mainly this is what I needed. Then MT4 History Loader, some informations, as mentioned, saves time and skip the hassle of manual data downloads in the MetaTrader platform. It's a free tool. This is amazing. Yeah, like thanks Align, like this is OP. What you will learn how to install and download the history. In this case, the loader and the history. You will automate the process and you will adjust the settings based on what you want. This is perfect for backtesting, strategy building, and multi-timeframe analysis, so you don't have to waste time. Here's the link. So I will leave it in the description. And now we're gonna check how this is set up or how it looks or how it works. Pretty much very visual. Okay, for the setup we have two options, but for both we need to first go to the mql5.com page and please open an account. In this case, try to not use the Google option, or the second I think is Facebook. Just use your email and password, create a username, and then you will have the mql5 account. And it's very good to have the native one because this process is the same for the two processes will apply for expert advisors, indicators, libraries, scripts, anything you can find in the page and in the terminal you will be able to download it. At least the ones that are for free are unlimited downloads, and you just need to create the account. So the option number one is to do it directly in the link that I'm gonna give in the description. Once you click download here, you will click yes, I have the MetaTrader, and it will load the EA directly in the terminal. Or the second option is go to this message or this box. You will log in with your account. In this case, let me do it. Let me remind my password. Okay, you click login. And as you can see, I'm already logged in. So in this case, you need to have here in view the terminal. So you can click Ctrl T, or just go to view and select this option. And here in the tabs, we will have the market option. So once we click there, it will take a little bit to load. Maybe you don't see anything. So once you're here, you can just click new or something to see something pretty much. So once you have the market option in the terminal, just click history downloader. And okay, I think the name is wrong. Okay, history loader. Details matter. Okay, so let's go here. And now we have it. So as you can see, it says free. So just click on it. And it's similar, the same process. You can see everything. It's just inside the terminal. So once I click download, you can see here we have the bar. Installation is complete. So now I can close this because I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna use the terminal. So I'm gonna close the terminal. And as you can see here in Navigator, you can apply the same method to open the Navigator, or with Ctrl N. You will open the Expert Advisors plus sign, then the market one, and there you have the history loader. So let me show you how then to use it and how to download multiple pairs and timeframes. Give me a second. So if this is the first time you install this platform or you're using an EA, you need to go here to Tools, to Options, or Ctrl O, and go to the Expert Advisors option and enable everything. Now you will have this option of auto trading enabled. It needs to be green, and then you can go to the market section again below Expert Advisors and just just drop it in any chart you have. In this case, we have some basic inputs. I'm gonna, in this case, as you can see, you have the option to all from Market Watch, 28 main Forex symbols, or a custom list. So in this case, I'm gonna download everything from the market watch. But before I do that, let me show you how you can manage the market watch. So here we go to symbols, here in view, Ctrl U also open it. So here we have the symbols pretty much the broker offers. And as you can see, I have in yellow everything here, at least in Forex. And here we have some grays. So the ones that are in yellow or gold are the ones that we are gonna see in the market watch. So pretty much I don't want everything. So I'm gonna hide some of the ones that I don't need. Okay. I'm gonna try this one also. And USD shift, okay. And I'm gonna show USD. And I'm gonna test later some of these. The famous 30, Nasdaq, and I feel the other is the S&P 500, yes, and maybe futures, just in case. I want to see how much of the how heavy this data is, because I was able to open a virtual machine with 500 gigabytes. So I want to see if this is enough. If not, I'm gonna have to open a bigger one. And as you can see here in the market watch, we already have all the symbols we want. So again, let's drop it here. I'm gonna select all from market watch, and here we have all the time frames. I'm just gonna leave the week 1 and month 1 aside. Okay, you know what? Let's keep them. Let's see how much we have of data load, and let's see what happens, because this is the first time I use it. So I clicked OK, and as you can see, okay, it goes from chart to chart, or how it's going to work. This is just the chief. I know it's doing things. We can see it's moving. So let's give it a quick break. I'm gonna pause the video and maybe leave it here once I see something new. But for now it's working. So you can expect this to be how it works. And I'll be back once the result is done. Okay, so as you can see, it's working. We're currently with EURUSD and the M1. So it's going from the first symbol to the last one you have in the market watch, and also from high time frame to low time frame. So I'll be lying if I say it starts with H4 or the one that you select as the higher in the EA. So let's see if once this ends, because also something that is bugging me is there's only 1 gigabyte of data consumed, and assuming it downloaded the whole data of already GBP, USD, and USD chip, well, this looks very light. Okay, so it might be a miracle, a diamond, or I don't know. Okay, so as you can see, it starts with weekly, then monthly, then daily. Weekly and monthly will be very fast, because as you can see, candles are not that long, or that they don't have as same as M1, and they start with 2000s, I think. So I expect this to work. So let's just give it more time. It will take some more minutes because we have a lot of pairs, and then I will use both terminals to decide if it's working or not. But of course it's working. Might be that I just need to do it 2-3 times. With the normal process or the manual process that I do, what I have to do, and the main reason why I need 2 terminals, is because I need to keep downloading the data. Like every time you test, some of these time frames will be gray and the other ones will be in color. So what I do is I go again one by one. I select them all, double click pretty much, or triple click sometimes, and then I go to the one that I want to download the ticks. In this case, as mentioned, I go to 15 minutes. Also, the reason I don't go too low is because the ticks get the quality gets lower. If you are not paying for specific ticks, the value of the data gets worse. So 15 minutes is a good equilibrium to get at least every time 90%. That, as have all my curriculum and all my experience, that's enough for anyone to make a system works, at least if it's not very complex or it uses tons of indicators and formulas, you know. I'm using simple systems but effective, so I feel 15 minutes and 90% it's enough, and facts show it's enough. So don't come at me with, hey, it's just 90%. Okay, that's as much as my broker is giving, and I'm fine with the data that my broker is providing. So let's just wait for this one. We run the test. So I'm also gonna download now here. Yo. So we have the first terminal with the data select or all data downloaded. It's very weird that, let me show you the current capacity is the same, almost 3 gigabytes of data after I install this virtual machine. So let me wait for the other one, and I'm gonna run my EA and another one that I'm testing in EURUSD. I'm gonna check if XAUUSD. First, I'm gonna check if both terminals give the same result, the same outcome. So let me show you. I want to. Oh, I don't have the. We can use, for example, this range. You can see here I'm testing the whole 2004 to 2024 with my EA. It's only buys. Excellent model. I'm loving the results, but it's preliminary. The idea will be to test. I need to get the same total net profit and the same max drawdown. As simple as that. Since I'm using only December 1st, all these ticks that I'm having should be the same. 90% quality. I will be using the same broker, Raw Forex, the same Demo Pro type accounts. So the idea will be, if everything cool, good, chilling, we will get the same results in the new terminals with the data downloaded. Okay, geez, this is finally done, at least this stage 1, because as you can see, results are not bad. We got the 50% in both terminals. Just remind that we downloaded like 30 pairs, including indexes and gold. So this is very good. I'm very excited with this new tool, especially because it's free. It's possible to share it with everyone. Everyone can use it. So this tutorial will be very valuable, we could say. So take these 2 notes. It will take a little bit of time, and you might need 2 or 3 runs. So what I'm gonna do is run it again, exactly as I run it the last time. As you can see, I don't have any charts open, so let's do it again. You can do it in any chart. So just take the MT4 History Loader, drop it in the chart. I think. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. Let's just attach the chart. Okay. So again, let's do the old market watch. I already have the data here. M1, well, monthly and weekly are very fast. It goes from top to bottom. So M1 will take the longest. I think it takes around 2 to 4 hours depending on the pair. So if you're going at least 28, it will take, let's say, 2 hours. So do it in a day that you have time in case you need to do more than one optimization. I can assure you will do at least 2. If I'm getting the 50% here, 51% modeling quality, the more I can get is 90%, or the one that I need. So maybe with 2 is enough. So let's run it again and let's see if we get the other 50% after this finishes, and I'll be back with the update. Okay, G, so real quick, I wanna make sure that everyone understands the servers. So here, if you click in the in the bottom corner, you will see the different servers the broker has. So in this case, I'm using the Czech Republic by default in both terminals, okay? So That's the main reason why I'm getting the 51.77% in both. In case you're not having the same, make sure you have both the terminals in the same server, and then maybe this is already by default, but go to the charts tab in options and make sure you have at least this amount of max bars in history, so you don't have any issue. And let's do the same with max bars in chart. That won't matter, but just to be sure we have at least very good samples. As you can see, bars in test in 1 year is 23k, so 500,000 of bars is a lot. So I'm gonna run it again and again until I find the sweet spot that gives me 90%, or if not, I will check what's going on. So I'll be back. Yo, what's up? Yes, so I've been testing for some hours now this downloader, so I'm having some questions, so I dropped some for the creator or the developer. But for now, let me show you pretty much what I'm running, because it's not everything bad, it's just not the fit this to the sorry. So as you can see, here is as much as I can get from the data downloader. I'm getting 51.77%, and after the 51.77%, I downloaded manually the data for EURUSD, and this is the one that I want because I was testing in another virtual machine with all the data, and pretty much this is the result that I need to compare if it's all the data and it's the same. So something in between is happening. Maybe I'm not really using the tool appropriately. That's mainly why I'm contacting the developer. If not, well, kind of misses the initial excitement regarding the tool, but it's still very efficient because if you don't do anything, and even if you download it manually, you might not even get the 51.77%. So this is very good because at least it gives you the chance to test. And even the 51%, there's a big gap in data, but you will be able to run with at least some bars. There's no very big difference, just the quality is what is missing. So for me, 90% is enough. So what I'm gonna do is all the time I'm gonna download this data with the tool, and once I need the specific asset, I will do it manually. I ended up with more or less 55, we could say 55 gigabytes of data, but we can safely assume only EURUSD is completely downloaded. So keep the tool in your here the tool in your advisors. It's still a very good tool for MT5 users. You don't have to worry every time you test the terminal. It's more efficient, will download it for you. That's why MT4 needs extra codes. It cannot do it alone. So I'm gonna keep testing, and if anything I will update, but don't discard the tool. And of course the idea will be to transition everyone to MT5 at one point, so we don't need this or every other tool that I will be sharing. But MT4 sorry, is the introduction to FOREX. Pretty much is the mother of platforms for terminals for me. I like that it's very ugly and it's not simple, but in reality what you are gonna do, like backtesting and dropping an EA, it's very simple. So I like it because you then have CTrader or other platforms that have very heavyweight interface. They try to make it very visual and very, I say that it's like Vegas. They want everything, so you can just click the buttons to trade, you know. And here it looks like a real trading terminal. Like this is how it should look, ugly and boring. So keep it in mind, keep the tool, and if anything I will keep updating. If not, this will be in the market and the video will be uploaded. So real quick, just to close, let me show you again how to download it manually. just go to symbols. You can click F2, I think. Yeah, F2. And go to History Center. Here in symbols, I select FOREX. And in this case, I'm downloading EURUSD, so just double click. And as you can see, there's the ones with gray and the ones with color. So I'm gonna double click in everyone. Like this. And then just click download. Okay. Maybe you have another pop-up message that says there's already all the data. You click OK. You click OK until you have the data that you want. How you know what you want? As you can see here, it's taking time. That means it's downloading the extra 49 or 48%. But here, what I will do next is compare. So I need to get the same. At least I go with the total net profit and the max drawdown. I need to have the same in both. That means they're both optimized for the same results, or at least for the same ticks. And that's enough for me. Like, trading is not that complex to need 99%, 100%, or whatever they gonna sell you. This is enough. It's good if you understand your strategy, if you understand markets. You can even go and check prices of the trades open and compare them with the date and the chart. Like, it's very simple to know if it's working or not. And I can tell you 100% sure it works with 90%. Also depends on the system. If they're using history reader, well, impossible. But you will also tell very quickly if they're history reader or not. This is not a history reader, so just be open. Don't close yourself because you don't have 99%. That's just a lie, total lie. So I will download this and test again. So you can also do it in your computer, and you will have two terminals optimized so you can test in that specific asset, because remember, we will need to do this process for the assets tested. So I will do that next with GBPUSD and other assets that I have here in I pre-tested 1EA. Let me show you. Here I pre-tested 1EA that I was optimizing for gold, TPS gold. It's free also, so I will share it. But I was testing in other assets, so it shows the best power or the best potential with EURUSD. The other set files that I'm using have time filters, so it seems that the time filter is really it's affecting negatively the logic of the EA using FX pairs. So it makes sense. What I want to do now is to download the data for some pairs. Like, for example, the best ones are AUCAD. The other will be AUSD, because here you can see we have big profit, but what a big drawdown also, right? And in the majors we have EURUSD and GBPUSD. So as you can see, the factor, the biggest is EURUSD. That's why I'm testing this specific EA with that. So once I have the results, I will also share the video and also the pack with the set files. All the EAs will be free in the market on MQL, so it won't be needed to have the EA, only the set files that I will share how and why I'm doing it. I'm also trying to keep track of the changes I do, but some EAs are more complex than others, and other EAs don't allow too much changes, so those are not the best for this case, because we need something that we can test, put in demo, see how it works, and then go back with that information and optimize again. So here I went to optimize 5 with XAUUSD, but the results were not the best, so I'm gonna go with FOREX pairs, see if I can make it work. And that will be it for today.